And we are back with another episode of Rima Talk Live this beautiful Friday. I have the gorgeous Jennifer Cordtz with me this morning. She's a good friend of mine and she's amazing mom, a great real estate agent, and she kills it in all ways possible. Jennifer, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Good morning. Good
I'm going to
morning.
have you take it in, introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about you.
Oh gosh. Well, okay. She already said this is Jennifer Cordtz. I've been a realtor for it's going on 5 years now. I'm currently with KW in the Antelope Valley, working real estate full time. I have 3 children. They are actually 10-year-old triplets, so they keep me mighty busy with school and activities. So, yep, we're in the world of multitasking.
Yes. And speaking of, you haven't been in the business for so long. Take me back to what did you do prior to real estate?
You know what? I actually was in retail banking for almost 11 years when I made this shift, which initially I started going to school once my children were born because I needed something that was family friendly, something that offered a little bit of flexibility. That way, when they had doctor's appointments or things that I needed to be there for, it wasn't going to be, a headache with an employer trying to get time off. So that's initially what started me in this route of pursuing real estate.
Okay. And now you've been in the business for how many years?
It's going to be going on 5 years.
5 years. Okay. And I know you got married 3 years ago, if I'm not
3 years
mistaken.
ago.
3 years ago.
Already.
You have triplets, beautiful triplets.
Yes.
They are how old now?
10.
10.
Yeah.
They were kind of 7 before you got married, and you were on your own when you started this journey in real estate as a single mom with how old were they when you started? 6, 7?
They would have been about 6. Yeah.
They would have been about 6, 7. So, I mean, for going back to where you started, having 3 children,
young children, young school age children.
Yeah, on your own.
Yeah.
How did that, like, for somebody who's hearing this, it must be overwhelming. Like I see it with like people who have 1 kid. It's like they're not going back to work because of that 1 kid, and you manage with 3 to establish your business, to start a whole new career with not knowing what's going to happen or what's the outcome going to be. So there must have been a lot of fear, a lot of doubts. So take me through that for somebody who's listening to you, kind of relate or just see hope and find hope. Whatever they're doing in their life doesn't have to be just real estate.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely was challenging starting out and kickstarting a new career and a new business, especially when you are your own boss. You have to drive yourself. You have to be motivated enough. But it's just really, I focused on changing my mindset and just keeping it in the forefront of my mind that nothing good comes easy, that if I'm wanting something, worth doing for the rest of my life and something that offered me that time with my family and the flexibility, that it was going to take hard work. So taking advantage of the hours when they were in school were critical, putting in those hours on the weekends, doing open houses, getting in front and meeting people. It took some time. It didn't happen overnight, but, again, nothing good comes easy. And if it was easy, everybody would do it. So if you just put your mind to something and just stick to it and know that you're worth it yourself and your family is worth it, it kind of drives you. It's your why,
And what made you choose the real estate path other than any other profession out there?
So funny. I'm that HGTV person. I was always watching the Flip or Flops, those type of real estate shows. And they just always intrigued me. I always loved the idea of real estate. And then coming from, retail banking background, I already kind of had the skills of talking to people and running numbers. So I figured that I had certain skills that would give me at least one step ahead going in, but it was still a lot to learn, obviously.
And how, take me through your schedule. You said that you had to find the timing and schedule yourself. So take me through your schedule when you started. I mean, I don't know if it's changed now since your kids are a little older.
Yeah.
You have a husband to kind of support a little bit, but take me like when you started, how was your schedule having triplets too, that they are very, very needy too at that time, and they still are, of course, but just take me through that schedule and what made you succeed, because now and we'll get into that a little bit later, you're killing it. But take me through back then, how did you manage your time? How did you manage your schedule?
No, like I said, the hours when the kids are in school, that's go time. That's not the time where you sit at home and watch TV and relax because it's quiet.
We wish,
I wish. That's when I would get out there and, put flyers on doors, go networking, go out to lunch with people in the industry, went out with you several times for lunch dates and just picked your brain and, tried to just learn, take advantage of that time to learn, and then just get in front of people, network, working social media, educating, the community on home buying or options of selling. For me, when I first started, I did focus more on buyers, which I wish I would have changed my mindset a little bit more back then, because I felt intimidated. I didn't feel like I was worthy enough to list a home. So I went for first-time home buyers because it was new for them. It was new for me. So I just kind of felt like, okay, we're a match. So that's where my niche started, was as a buyer's agent. And then as I grew and built the confidence and I had more sales under my belt, then I realized more of a growth mindfully, that I was worthy now to go after.
Finally, I graduated. And speaking, like, you're being so vulnerable, which I appreciate it. And I feel that we are our biggest enemy, that no matter what we do, sometimes, like you said, you felt that you're not worthy. And look at you now, like you pushed through your limitation and you're killing it. So what's working for you the most right now, or what worked for you in the past and to make you be the top producers in the Antelope Valley?
Honestly, now putting in the work, putting in the years, and primarily helping buyers the first 2 years, I've built up that referral base where, I service them well. And now I'm getting that referral back from my past clients, which was really what drove my most successful last 2 years. So it's kind of like you put the hard work in first, and then it kind of just starts coming to you. And then you have to try to find a new skill to learn to add to your business. So that's where I'm at right now. I feel like a lot of my success has come from my past clients, which obviously came from me delivering, good experience. So now it's time to just learn a new skill, and keep
take it to the next level. That's what we do. Like, we take it to the next level.
Exactly.
That is awesome. So so most of your business comes from past clients?
Yeah, past clients. That and social media. I try to have a strong presence on social media because, that's where everybody's at these days with technology. Like, that's where people seem to connect more so than in real life. So that's where I like to go and connect with people. Sometimes I get a little bit anxious because I'm on my phone on social media and I'm like, man, I need to work. And I'm like, wait, but I am working. Like, I'm connecting with people. I'm, engaging with people. So as part of the business too.
Yeah, and I know, like, I don't remember how long it's been. I remember me and you having the conversation regarding videos and social media.
Yes.
Yeah. And you were kind of shy to do videos. I don't know if you remember that conversation. I remember it's like, oh my, like you look great, like you're doing it. And it's very uncomfortable for us.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they're still not doing it because they kind of judge themselves for the way they look, the way they sound. And like you mentioned, like, when you are on social media, putting yourself out there, people get to kind of know you without them knowing you, and get to experience you before they even start talking to you or working with you or having friendship for you or whatever the reason is. So I definitely, the presence of social media now more than ever,
we get a sense of someone's personality that you can't get by just reading the text. But it is uncomfortable. Yeah. It's very vulnerable. Like you said, we are our worst critics. We're going to critique ourselves down to the nitty gritty. And it's just sometimes just getting over yourself and not even watching your own videos back.
I know. I like that.
Yeah.
It's out there. It's done.
It's
And
done.
some people, they're
It
not
is
going
what
to
it
like
is.
us. Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
okay too. Some people, they're not going to like our content. It's okay. Like,
And it's okay.
not everybody for everyone. So,
Exactly.
and you made it to be, you've been the top 10% in the local MLS
Yes.
for how many years in a row?
Yes, blessed. Oh gosh, the last 4 years, actually. Yeah, the last 4 years. I gotta break that though. I gotta get into that next level. I'm like, dang, I'm still there. But I'm very, very big on work-life balance too. So it's like, if I'm successful, I'm happy. If I have time with my family, I'm happy. As my kids get older and they don't want or need me around so much anymore, that gives me that much more time, to learn more and expand and grow. But I'm happy. I'm happy with where life is at now, knowing where I came from and the time and effort it took to get here. It's a blessing.
Yeah. Well,
Real estate is a blessing. It is.
Yeah. I mean, real estate is a blessing, but and the best profession, I say. I mean,
agree.
I don't know about balance. I feel like was my kids reminded me of that this year, that I have to be more present.
Yeah.
And I lack on that because I'm always on the go.
Yeah.
You mentioned what's the next step, what's next, like what can I do, what can I improve, what I can do,
Yes.
how can I take my team to the next level. And definitely like being present, especially you having young kids, triplets, that they're gonna be like growing so fast, and before you know it,
so fast. It does.
Yeah. So what would you say your biggest accomplishment?
Oh gosh, my biggest accomplishment. You know what? I would say this last year in real estate, I had my biggest year yet. I doubled my income from the prior year, and I doubled the units of homes or families, I should say, the families that I was able to help. So it was an incredible year. It was so rewarding, and it was very, very busy. Balancing work and family was a challenge, but it was so gratifying to just have families come to me and ask for help. Not necessarily me going out there hunting for it, but just having people trust me. It was just an amazing feeling. It's hard to explain.
You build that trust, you build that name, that's people reach out.
It changes you.
100%.
Wow, I'm so blessed.
Yeah.
So blessed.
I always say it's not about real estate, it's about the people we serve. It's never about real estate, for sure. Yep. And you build that relationship, you build that friendship, and your clients become not just clients.
I make tons of new friends too.
Yeah, exactly. You have this big
social. Become like family. Like, it's such a rewarding career and business. I really wish I would have done it so much sooner than I did, but I'm here now.
Yeah, here now. I wish I knew what I did when I started. I wish I knew what I know today when I started, but can I go back, right? What's your biggest regret, Jennifer?
My biggest regret would probably be the self-doubt in the beginning, just not feeling worthy, not trusting myself. But it's all about living and learning and growing. So I guess I could say I regret it, but I don't, because you're going to learn, as you go through life and as you grow. So, but I would say just self-doubt, allowing fear to hinder me. So it's just building that self-confidence and just growing and manifesting what you want,
And what would you for a woman out there who's maybe single, maybe not, having babies or plan to have babies, trying to kick off their career, what would you say, what would be your biggest advice to them, since you've been through that route? And I know it was not easy. I know it was challenging. I know you had a lot of fears, a lot of doubt. But what would one thing, like a few things that you would just give them an advice on? Or
probably one of my regrets, fear. Don't let your fear hold you back from something that could be incredibly life-changing in a positive way, and something that can change your life in ways that you never even thought. A lot of people are like, oh gosh, well, I can't go to real estate school because I have a full-time job. There's plenty of online courses. If you want it, you got to put in the work. Is it going to be easy? No. Is it going to be rewarding? 100%. And then you don't have to work that 9 to 5 job anymore. Then you can have some flexibility with your kids and be home for dinner. And, and you make your own schedule as a realtor. Yes, you're going to service your clients, but you make your schedule so you can be more present. So I would just say, don't let fear stop you from going for something great.
Awesome. And what's the goal for Jennifer for 2022?
Ew,
let's start with your personal goal. Let's start with your personal goal. Put you on the spot here.
Personal goals, I want to go to more educational events this year. I want to learn more, because I feel the more I learn, then I can help more people in, different goals aside from just residential real estate. I want to try to connect and help more investors. I would love to learn commercial real estate. So those would probably be two of my biggest goals. I'm tiptoeing with thinking about going to get my broker's license. Oh. I know that's going to take a lot of time studying. So I'm tiptoeing that one. So here I go. I need to not self-doubt, right? I need to just do it.
And so you ended up with how many transactions in 2021?
32.
And is there a goal to maybe do more, double it, triple
I would love
quadruple it?
Yeah, I would love to do more. I would love to at least get 10 more this year. That would be great.
That's a good goal. And you are a solo agent.
I am.
Do you have an assistant?
Solo. I do have a TC who does my paperwork. So that way I don't have to have a headache dealing with documents and files. So,
but most of it, you are a one-man show, yes. Correct? Like for the most part, and you kill it with 3. I mean, I don't know how you do it. Like I look at you and I look at your social media and I look at you spending time with kids and camping. It's like she's freaking amazing.
Oh, I love you. It's I have to book. I normally, for my work-life balance, I always book my vacations for the year November the year prior. So those days and vacations and time with my family, they're already on my calendar before the new year has come. That way I know this is their time. This is the time for us.
I need to learn from you and schedule my vacations, because
you need a vacation more, Rima.
Yeah, I do.
You're so successful. You need to go and enjoy your time.
I go so much on business, seminars and conventions and mastermind that sometimes it's like gets overwhelming and I forget the personal stuff. So I need to change that in 2022. That's one of my goals.
There you go. Yes. I'm going to hold you accountable to plan a vacation.
Let's go. Anything you'd like to add before we end it? I mean, you've been amazing. Anything you want to say with us?
I just want to thank you, Rima. You've always just been the woman on top for me, the one who just motivates and encourages me. I look at you as the person I want to be.
Oh, we're here for each other, honey. This is all about you. This show's about you. And I really, really appreciate you being here. You are amazing. I mean, I know we talk and we've been good friends for a while, and it's been a pleasure seeing you grow year after year and always possible. So I'm excited and super proud of you. And
thank you.
I cannot wait to see what's the future going to hold for Jennifer.
Me too.
Thank you so much for being here, Jen. I know you've been busy. I know you had a busy day yesterday and a busy morning. So I really, really appreciate it. And stay on the top.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.